Hello, great people. Dr. Reuben Abati has been trending. He has been receiving a lot of punches from our Igbo brethren as regards his alleged anti-racist comment against the Igbo. Specifically, Abati said that the Igbos usually buy land in other part of the country, but they don't sell their land to outsiders. And this has been generating a lot of comment and reaction as regards the personality of Dr. Reuben Abati. In this video, I've made a compilation of 8 different videos whereby Dr. Reuben Abati had other altercations with guests and colleagues on Arise News. And the people he had altercations with includes Rufai Oseni, his fellow presenter, Ojy Okpe, his fellow presenter, Mary Chinda, a reporter for Arise News, Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 election. Trust me, if you've been missing any video, you don't want to miss this video. And if you want a detailed video about the topic, you are right here on the right channel. And that's why you need to subscribe to this channel if you are yet to. Don't let's waste time at all. Let's dive into the video. At the end of this video, there is a question for you, which I look forward to in your comment section. And that's why I numbered each of the video. What do you think about the video of Reuben Abati's altercation with colleagues and guests? And what is your opinion of the person of Dr. Reuben Abati? Is he hot-tempered or is just being provoked? Let's dive into the video, great people. If you are yet to subscribe, do go to subscribe, and always remember that I love you all. Let's watch the videos. Let's watch it.
Here we are. So the PDP has a wicked problem. I hope that going forward, the party will learn from their own conduct, from their own mistakes. How, because of stomach infrastructure, many leaders of the party more or less handed over the party to one man who developed a sense of delusion, a sense of exaggerated importance, and thought that he could lord it over other members of the party. Second, now they've had a meeting yesterday. Professor Jerry Ghana, who is one of the founding fathers of the party, says we are one. Well, that contradicts what Nyesom Wike himself pointed out in the interview that he granted at the Port Harcourt International Airport when he returned, from a trip. He said that he will talk more. What is he going to say again? In 15 minutes of rambling, protest, he said QuarreIIed in an interview that he had with this station, Arise TV. 2 of the interviewers are here. Okay? Now, at the end of the day, he did not debunk the lies that he imagined. I'm not defending the article camp. That's not my job. I'm a journalist. Now, what did the article say that he addressed concretely, other than saying article lied? What former Vice President Article said is that, look, he was given a short list and he chose from the short list. Nobody was imposed on him. And that it is his prerogative to choose his own running mate. How is that a problem? So you ask the question, what exactly does Wike want? The other day when we discussed this matter, when it started, I said, look, Wike is throwing tantrums. They should give him lollipop. The major takeaway from that is interview at the airport is that nobody has brought the lollipop to him. So what is that lollipop that he wants? I said, when a child is crying, you pet him, you give him sweet lollipop, let him lick it. However, the more important point that I've seen is the point made by, former governor of Jigawa State, former minister of foreign affairs, Alhaji Sule Lamido, who says that, look, the party is supreme. And I hear some Wike, the governor of Rivers State, should follow the example of the likes of, former governor Peter Obi, the example of Rotimi Amechi, the example of the vice president of Nigeria today, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and others. The Senate president, Dr. Hamad Lawan, who in failing to get the ticket have shown greater maturity. And then you have one individual in one political party just distracting everybody's attention with his own immaturity. And then in that interview, Governor Wike was trying to teach journalism. He even singled me out. Well, Governor Wike is not in a position to teach Reuben Abati journalism. He calls it investigative journalism. Because we went to do an interview, I put it to him that we asked all the right questions. And I've been in this media space. I've been writing for the Nigerian press since 1985. I don't know where Governor Wike was at that time. And I've been on television every day since the year 2000. Thanks to Professor Abati Tome, President Goodluck Jonathan, and Prince Uduka Obagbena. Governor Wike does not have the capacity or the intellect to teach me, Reuben Abati, journalism. Okay? If he wants to study my body of work over the several decades behind me, he will spend more than a year just trying to figure out the amount of work that I have done. But I think it's important, for him to moderate his anger and to just allow Nigerians to focus on serious issues rather than this, self-promotion, this, throwing of tantrums all over the place. And you should look at the example of what people are doing in other jurisdictions where they're talking about ideas. We would like to engage him at the level of ideas, not at the level of his own emotional choices. So people should not think because they are in government, they have a platform, they have the right to just misbehave in the public domain. Because indeed, there are persons who are now saying, what exactly does Governor Wike want? And how far does he want to go? If he is tired of the PDP, he has the option of going to another political party, doesn't he? It's within his rights to do so. But he should not drag people like us who are doing a honest day job into their matter. I don't have a dog in that fight.
Princely sum of 150 million naira to buy off those shares.
Mr. Duoye.
And to raise capital for our venture into business.
Mr.
So
Duoye.
that is the story about the audit.
Please, can you listen?
And from this year, all our accounts will be audited.
Can you listen? Don't take over this program. What is that? Look, when I asked you...
Please don't shout at me.
Yeah, no, please, listen. This is a program. It's not for you to take over the program and we are saying we want to intervene and you keep talking.
You ask questions and providing answers.
Yes, I've heard you. We have heard you. Now, here we go. When Senator Ali Ndume said that President Tinubu has been hijacked and nobody could access him, I think I said then that, that was most unusual for the chief whip of the ruling party throwing his own president under the bus. Now, Ali Ndume, representing Bono North, was chief whip of the APC in the Senate. What is the job of the chief whip? The chief whip is to make sure that members of the party support their party. And he was the one, opposing his own party on the floor of the Senate. I know Labour Party and Obedience have said, no, it should not be sanctioned for this. Well, members of APC have said, if he wants to go to Labour Party or PDP, he should go there. If you are chief whip, you are chief whip for your party. And that is why they have removed him from the position of chief whip in the Senate. And perhaps he will suffer other consequences for what will appear to be indiscipline or disloyalty on his part. Number two, he made a point in an Arise News interview. That was the point Cyril Fashiwi, Ekiti North, was making, that members of Tinubu administration are kleptocrats. Kleptocrats, yes. Now, he was just simply saying that in his own party, the party on which platform he won an election, that everybody there is a thief. And Fashiwi was saying his children have been asking him questions. Members of a constituency have been asking him questions. And he wanted the matter referred to the Ethics and Petitions Committee. But the great Malabite, who is Senate President, then said, that no, that the Senate has dealt with that he has received enough punishment. Where the Senate President dropped the ball again is that he was dabbling into English grammar. He was telling his colleagues that, don't call, he didn't say you are thieves, he said you are kleptocrats. There's a difference between being a thief and being a kleptocrat. Senator Akpabio should not be teaching English language. A kleptocrat is a thief. They mean the same thing. So
yeah, but there are different levels of thievery.
No.
The kleptocrat, even if you don't want...
The words mean the same thing. If you are a kleptocrat, it means you are stealing government resources.
He's trying to help.
And Fashu is saying he's calling us thieves.
Yes.
So calling his own members thieves,
yes.
I think he deservedly got his comeuppance by losing his position as chief whip. And those who are saying if he likes, he can go to PDP or he can go to Labour Party, well, maybe they are stretching it a bit too far.
I'm seeing you looking at the meaning of kleptocracy.
So for the last
I've
been looking for kleptocracy.
No.
I saw it. I know it. I know it before now, but I want to know if my ears are deceiving. I know it.
Please read it for us now.
I know. Okay,
go ahead. I saw you read
one
it
of the definitions here.
There
are too many definitions. Where do I even start? A ruler uses the power to steal the country's resource.
Different levels
or that uses
once you steal,
no. Or that uses his power to be able to gain things.
Okay.
But seriously,
there are some that steal with guns. I mean,
no, hang on a minute.
Seriously, I'm serious.
Seriously.
Go ahead.
I disagree with you, Dr. Abati.
Okay.
And that's why we don't need politicians. We need people that can speak the truth. A chief whip, yes, as the name implies, is supposed to whip his members in line.
That's it.
Isn't it?
Yes.
But at a time where there's wanton hunger and destruction in the land, in that statement, when you made your point on that matter, the part I didn't like about what Ndume said was, the president can't be seen and all of that, they've hijacked. No. I disagree with him on that. But at a time where people need to speak the truth, who is happy about the way the country is?
No one.
Is it because we can still come here in the morning? Who is happy about the way the country is, where there's massive poverty, avarice, chaos in the land, over 40% increase in the price of food? Who is happy? Everybody's crying. And Ndume says that, and they said the chief whip cannot say that. A chief whip is also supposed to be the conscience of his party in parliament. What Ndume did was just being the conscience of his party's parliament. What Ndume told us is a Yoruba analogy that says, Hombo, awala dede. There's fire on the mountain in this country, and if you don't do something about it, something will happen. Yes, you might fault him on the way he went about it. But that's the position of what a chief is supposed to do. And the other one that he said, okay, is a kleptocrat. You see, I kept on looking back and forth at the political class. Yeah. Can any top politician come out to swear on their grandfather's grave that they have never used governance influence for their own personal benefits? They should come out and be swearing.
See, guess what? They are sending him to the committee.
No, yes, I know. They might say it's that of ethics.
Yes, yeah.
But politicians should come out, wherever you are in Nigeria, to swear. It's not the same politicians that we know how some of them were borrowing Agbada before they got into power, but after power, they have private jets.
All right.
They should come out and swear that they never use government privileges and everything to make money or contract money. They should come out and in fact, you see, like they say, if you use Bible to swear, maybe they should swear with Ogun.
All right. Well, you know, can I?
Ndume is right.
Wait.
To say that Tinubu's government is a government of peace.
No,
I have not said he's right.
That's what he said.
No, I have not said he's right. I'm saying they should come out and defend themselves that they didn't do it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what has happened. That's what has happened.
Fashu says he did not.
So others too should come out and swear.
The Senate president has asked Ndume to go and provide the list of the kleptocrats. Let's just wait for that.
I mean, and the difference,
Ojy,
I didn't limit mine to Tinubu's government too. I said all the politicians in Nigeria.
I just told you that even in 2020, he called the BuIIied administration the same thing. It's not the first time. Well, all right, let's
call it speed now.
Well said.
To give us more updates on Nigerians who were evacuated from Ukraine via Bucharest Airport in Romania, is our Rise correspondent Mary Chinda, who is on ground out there, as we listen to some of the returnees. Mary, good morning, and thank you for joining us on the morning show.
Good morning, Reuben.
Good morning.
Good morning, Reuben.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
So,
the way you are calling Reuben,
yes,
it's like you are at my naming ceremony. when I was born many years ago. But carry on. What's the situation report out there?
Okay, so students here are basically...
Is the process smooth, or are they going through extraordinary stress on their arrival?
Reuben, I would say that the Nigerian authorities are generally warm. Their posture is that of, them being warm to receive these Nigerian students who actually look very exhausted and in need of love and all of the kindness they can actually get from the Nigerian government. All hands are on deck right here, and they're giving them their best.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mary. I see you are in love with my name. You like to keep calling me, okay? When I see you, I will tell you my history in this profession, okay?
All right, it's time for a short break on the morning show. Now, when we return.
Morning show here on Arise. Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise news analyst Emmanuel Ifeni. Good morning, Mr. Ifeni.
Good morning, Reuben. I'm going to be one of those who could have attended your ceremony. Well, we just added Mary Chinda to that list. The privileged ones who can call you Reuben. Just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. Well, good morning, Rufai. Okay.
We have just about 4 minutes to go.
Yes.
So your next responses will have to be very brief.
Okay.
But I need you to do two things. The first thing is that you have to claim full responsibility for all the things you said about Chief Edozie Njoku, because you said quite a number of things that could be, you could say, are defamatory, per se. You need to indemnify Arise TV that you take full responsibility for all those things you said about Chief Edozie Njoku. You called him all kinds of names, okay? I need you to take full responsibility for that. That's one. The second, tell us about APGA. What's the state of play with regard to primaries, who are the candidates, and how is the party preparing to meet the June 3 deadline prescribed by INEC?
Yes, our party is ready. We have met the first, crossed about 2-3 hurdles. We've submitted the list of our officers from ward to national across Nigeria. And we have also submitted the list of our members from ward, all the wards in Nigeria to INEC. We met the deadline, and we submitted the hard and soft copies. Then we have also submitted the list of our House of Assembly the list of our ad hoc delegates and ad hoc and statutory delegates to INEC yesterday. So they say it must be submitted 1 week to the primary. And that's exactly what we've done. We also meet the deadline for House of Representatives, for Senate, and for governorship. We are working very, very hard because we are the real people. The other people are junketing, masquerading, hopping from one place to another, seeking whom to devour. APGA has no factions. And for you asking me to indemnify you, I don't know what you mean by indemnify. When you come on television, you ask me questions, and I give you my reasons, I give you my position. That is how it is done. How can I come and indemnify you? I'm a journalist of 41 years.
You can't come on TV.
And tell me on television.
No, you can't come on our platform.
And tell me to indemnify anybody.
No, you can't come.
The man was on television yesterday.
Can you hold on?
Keep quiet. Let me
clarify it for you.
Insulting us.
Let me clarify it for you.
Did you ask him to indemnify you?
No, I'm talking about this program where I'm sitting down. Okay? You can't come on our platform and call him a fraudster. Can you allow me to talk? Can you allow me to talk, please? You can't come on our platform and call a man a fraudster, a liar, an impostor, an extortionist. And I just say, take full responsibility for what you have said. And you're asking me to keep quiet on a program I anchor. You cannot do that.
I didn't ask you to keep quiet. I said you cannot ask me to indemnify you. I know my rights.
I said take full responsibility.
You want me to indemnify
take full responsibility.
I give it to my lawyers to
No, you can't come and call people names and think we allow you to get away with it lightly. You don't talk to me like that.
Wholly telling the story of NSAS when it was dangerous out there, when no other media house were willing to go on the streets. You, Tokunbo Yetuji, and Ojy Okpe were the champions that went out on the street, rolled the cameras, kept on telling the story. You are patriots.
Other media houses were also on the street. Let's not exaggerate it. But if Tokunbo Yetuji is around the premises, can the producer produce him so that we can even see him?
But no other media house was on the street that day of covering the event.
It wasn't only Arise News that reported.
It was only Arise News that was showing that in live.
No, it wasn't only Arise News.
Only Arise News.
Other stations did too. Let's be moderate. We'll take a short break now. And when we return, we shall be...
Ojy Okpe.
When I saw the press conference by Mr. Peter Obi yesterday, I thought it was needless. If Mr. Peter Obi is considering a career in evangelism, yeah, there are many people who have gone from other careers into evangelism, but within the framework of the electoral process, what he did yesterday was just, in my view, just seeking media attention, looking for publicity. Why do I say so? The electoral process is effectively a process. If you, as a principal member of the process, if you have any grievances, the best place to go to is the court of law, and which is what Atiku Abubakar has done, the presidential candidate of the PDP, pursuing his matter in the court of law. The last time Waziri Atiku Abubakar had a press conference, he came out and said he wanted the candidate of the NNPP, Rabiu Kwankwanso, to join him, and also Peter Obi of the Labour Party to join him. The Labour Party released a statement and said they were not part of it. Okay, is it that now the Labour Party has changed its mind? The only appropriate forum that Mr. Peter Obi can adopt is to go to court, to say he has issues to raise. But to come forward and then be giving a press conference and moralizing, it doesn't quite fall within the framework of the matter before us. But of course, for publicity purposes, for attention-seeking purposes, what he has said has generated attention. And I think that the response that he has received from Felix Moka of the APC is in place. What Felix Moka has said is that the 8.9 million people who voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the election, in the presidential election, they were not groggy when they did. So there's clearly a division on the matter in Nigeria. And the only place you can resolve it is not through propaganda, it's not media attention, it's in the court of law. So Mr. Peter Obi must be very clear about the fact that the matter is now before the Supreme Court, and it's only the Supreme Court that can decide on that particular matter.
Absolutely. Well, I wanted to just touch more on the issues in the Southeast. Yesterday, Dr. Abati, we took this story, and there was a flurry of reactions about whether or not the Igbo people sell land to outsiders. I don't know if you would like to address that, because there were a lot of, people from the Southeast saying that it is not true.
No, I have no further comments on that subject.
Okay.
I was very clear yesterday. I was very specific. I made my point. I provided the context in which I was speaking. If people have a selective hearing, that is their problem.
Well, one of the comments is that you cannot paint a whole tribe with one brush. And they have debunked
Replay the tape again.
Well,
replay the tape.
No,
I was specific about what I said. I provided context.
Right.
Nobody should tell me any nonsense.
Well,
if people have a different opinion, they are entitled. No, that's no nonsense duty.
I think it's our duty.
If people have a different opinion, they have anthropological evidence to support it. They should say so.
Well,
it's not for me to reverse myself.
No. I was just saying to clarify.
Except you are expressing your own opinion.
No.
And then I will come after you and say you are wrong.
There's been a flurry of reactions.
Yes.
And I have to present
that
it. It
comes
is my
with
duty.
the job. That comes with the job.
It is my duty.
It's a free country.
It is my duty to present the reactions of the Nigerian people.
And not to come and challenge me.
Absolutely not. I asked you if you would like to comment. I asked if you would like to comment.
I've told you.
Well, the conversation is that a whole tribe cannot be painted with one man's experience.